Cass, and welcome to my channel. Now, don't give in to peer pressure, but I have been absolutely bullied by my best friend, Katie is reading, to read the Cruel Prince series. And I am caving in this vlog, okay? I can't take it anymore, okay? I'm over it. So I will be picking up the entirety of the Folk of the Air series by Holly Black. I'm trying to overcome my dislike for Holly Black. Now, don't take this seriously. Katie is my best friend, and I don't actually slander Holly Black. I literally have just read one chapter and didn't really enjoy it, but Katie says that I have to give more than one chapter a try, and we're giving in to the peer pressure today, folks. I can't say I'm exactly excited to pick up this series. I've heard it's enemies to lovers, which I do love, and it's fantasy, so hopefully it'll be fun. It's about 350 pages, so it shouldn't take me too long, but that's if I'm able to get into the story. I'm slightly worried because I know that it takes place in like fairyland and the mortal world, so I don't know how exactly I feel about that. But Lee Bardugo blurbed this book, so maybe I should give it a little bit more faith because of that. My plans for today involve reading, going to my favorite coffee shop / bookstore, and reading. So yeah, welcome to a nice little weekend reading vlog. I don't know how long it's going to take me to read the trilogy, but yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to go sit and read for an hour. I'm hoping I can get The Cruel Prince finished entirely today, but we'll see how it goes. I doubt I can finish the whole series, but I am determined that even if I don't like The Cruel Prince, to push on through the series, because Katie said the second book is her favorite, and then obviously I'm going to need to read the third book to know the conclusion of the series. But here's hoping that it's good, and here's hoping that I enjoy it. Honestly, thank goodness fish sticks are disgusting. I have bad news. I am 78 pages into The Cruel Prince, and I'm enjoying it, which hurts to say, but maybe it'll get worse. That way I don't have to face Katie and tell her that she was correct and I will enjoy the series. However, I know that Cardan is Jude's love interest, but I cannot for the life of me figure out how the fuck he's gonna be redeemed, because Cardan is an absolute dick. I just cannot stand him, and I'm really curious to see how he's being redeemed, because I hate his guts with a passion. Yeah, so 78 pages in. I'm gonna read a little bit more and then work on my reading journal, but I thought I'd give a little update to let you know that I am enjoying this and I'm kind of plowing through it. I have now made it to page 120, which is chapter 13. We got a little bit of introduction to where Jude's storyline is heading, and we also got a little bit of Cardan backstory, but not really backstory, just things that happened to him behind the scenes, I suppose. However, I'm gonna put it down and I am gonna work on my reading journal because I do want to do that, but I really am enjoying that. I'm about to get to recording my reading journal, but I did want to show you these cute ass stickers that I'm going to be using. The theme is Pokemon / food, again. I found a different shop who did similar things, but equally cute as Petite Chura. I don't remember this shop name off the top of my head, but I will pop it up on the screen for you. Just gonna rapid fire show these in case I don't actually use them all. They did throw in a couple of freebies, which was really nice as well. I'm so, like, hello, I'm literally obsessed. I can't wait to see what the heck I'm gonna come up with to use all of these and incorporate. I doubt I'll use all of them, but I bought all of them, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully all of those showed. I am so bloody excited, but obviously my reading journal is a separate video, so check that out if you haven't already. It'll be posted before this. But yeah, I'm gonna get to planning my reading journal. I am so excited. I just finished working on my reading journal. It looks so cute. I love it. Oh my gosh. I mean, the setup's already posted, so if you want to see me set it up, I definitely recommend that you go watch that video, but this is probably in my top 3 favorite setups I've ever done. I literally love doing my reading journal so much, and I am just so thankful for super talented artists who sell stickers on Etsy, so I don't have to spend 6 hours drawing Pokemon. I can just stick in the stick. Ugh, it's so fun. But right now I'm actually headed off to the Full Cup, aka my favorite bookstore / coffee shop. I am packing both The Cruel Prince and the second book, which I can't remember the title of. Third book is The Queen of Nothing. What's the second book? Cruel Prince, Wicked King? Wicked Prince? Wicked King. I think it's Wicked King. That doesn't bode well for who's supposed to become king so far. Anyways. Let me pack my bag and let's get going. I am back home from the coffee shop and I managed to read all of The Cruel Prince. I guess the rest of The Cruel Prince while I was there. And I'm literally debating between a 4.5 and a 5-star. I don't know if I enjoyed this book so much because I went in with extremely low expectations and a cynical heart. But the fact that this focused less on any romance, in fact there was basically not a lick of romance between the characters that I'm pretty sure end up together. And it was more about the politics and the crown and everything going on. And there was so much backstabbing and plots that interweave, things that came about that just absolutely shocked me. And I really enjoyed this book. I'll have to think on it to give a star rating. And the only part of this book that I did not enjoy was Carden's tail. What the fuck? Need I really say any more about that subject? But I do have The Wicked King and I am so thankful that I checked out all 3 books at once because I literally am going to eat and dive straight into this book. And this one feels shorter. Yeah, it's under 300 pages and I might fly through this one as well today and possibly the last book depending on how much reading I do. But I hate that Katie was right. I hate it. But I'm going to eat and read That is the plan. Oh my gosh. And I'll update you later. It is later now, obviously, and I have officially entered potato mode. So enjoy that for the next few updates. So, The Wicked King. I am currently 220 pages into this book. So I have under 50 left, I believe, because this isn't that long. Yeah, I have under 100 pages left in this book. And I'm kind of bored. I'm gonna be honest. The first book set up so much, but I am just bored with the events that are transpiring. I feel like it's not necessarily moving too slowly, because I know things need to move at a slower pace, because this is now on a bigger scale than before. Since the position Jude is in, it's a bigger scale and she has more power. However, things are happening, finally. I spent most of the book paranoid about one character, and then it was finally revealed that the character I should have been paranoid about was not the character I thought I was supposed to be paranoid about. So that was fun. I don't know. I'm just ready for the third book, because I know the second book really isn't giving. It's not giving what I would like it to give. I do, however, want to mention that I absolutely adore these little drawings and such throughout the book. I just am constantly entertained. And then even the chapter headers and then the dividers. It's cute. I dig it. I do. Holly Black is growing on me, okay? She is. But this book isn't really doing it. We're focusing on some characters and subplots that I don't really care about. And I don't know. I am excited to see how these last 50-ish pages wrap up, because shit needs to happen to lead up to the third book, which I probably will pick up tonight. I really needed to be editing YouTube videos, but instead I decided to just try to binge this entire series in one day. So, ambitious little me, here we are. See you at 1 a.m. No, well, maybe. We'll see. But I am going to sit and finish the last 50 pages and update you after. I didn't really give that many updates while I was reading it, simply because my roommate and I actually sat down and read together, which has never happened before. She picked up The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which I recommended, so I really hope she loved it. That was my favorite book from last year. And yeah, we literally just sat and read, and I didn't want to kind of interrupt the silence by just pulling out my camera and doing an update, just because I really love quality time with people. And my favorite, my absolute favorite quality time is when I'm literally just sitting in silence around people and we're doing our own thing. And it's really cool that we were both doing the same thing, which was reading. I used to have a friend who moved to Oklahoma, actually, Lexi. She and I would literally get coffee, chat for an hour, and then just sit in silence and read together at a coffee shop. And literally, I miss doing that so much, and I need a new friend to be doing that with, which Addie's not exactly the most viable option, because I am going back to work. The restaurant shut down for a week because of the owners wanted to take a vacation together, so they shut down the restaurant for a week when it's slow. And yeah, I'm just ready to, well, I'm not ready to go back to work, but I'm ready to, you know, have a form of income again. That's exciting. But yeah, our schedules don't line up, so Addie's not really the viable option to sit and read with. So typically I would just call Katie and we would sit and read, but I didn't want Katie to know I was reading this. I want to film her reaction when I tell her that I read the whole series, so I'm really excited for that. That might happen tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna actually read this now and update you after I finish these last 50-ish pages. have 20 pages left before I finish The Wicked King, but I just discovered that the person I was suspicious about throughout the entire book, that then I said I wasn't suspicious about anymore because it landed on a different person, I was actually right to be suspicious about the whole time. So, there is so much just backstabbing, trust no one, you don't know people's next move in this book, and I'm living for it. Here's the sitch. I almost liked this book. Crap went down in the last 100-ish pages that I did enjoy. But for the rest of the book, I think I was just bored. I don't know. I wanted to like this book. This did not end how I thought it would end. At all. In the slightest. So I am excited for the next book because the thing that happened between Jude and Cardan just absolutely took me off guard. And then what Cardan did, I wasn't expecting at all after my mind was blown. But I think I'm going to give this a 3.5 because I was bored for most of it, I'm going to be honest, and the action didn't really reveal itself or happen until close to the end. But most trilogies are like that because I feel like the first book just starts off so strong and then the second book is just kind of a filler, kind of placing more seeds to then have them sprout in the third book. I don't know where that analogy came from, but that's the analogy we're sticking with. So I'm not surprised that I didn't enjoy it as much as I did the first book, but I'm hoping the series wraps up how, I don't know how I want the series to wrap up, but I'm hoping it wraps up in a satisfying way and not some vague sort of manner with a lot of loose ends, because I feel like there are many loose ends to tie with many characters, so I'm eager to see how everything unfolds. It is 11 p.m. right now, but I do want to start The Queen of Nothing. This book is actually under 300 pages. Nope, that's a lie. This book is 305 pages. I think I said the last book was under 300 pages. I lied, it was like 325. But I am going to just go ahead and sit here and start this next book and hope I enjoy it, and I will probably finish it tomorrow. So I'll give an update after I finish the chunk of what I want to read tonight and then update you tomorrow. Before I wrap up the third book and give all my thoughts, I want to call Katie and record her reaction of me telling her that I've read the Cruel Prince series, because I don't think she knows. She had an inkling that I was going to read it, but I don't think she was expecting me to just read them all in one day, and I'm just fascinated to see what her reaction is. So let me set up the camera and call her. I 3.5 starred the second one, and then I 4-starred the last one.
Wow. Please tell me you felt like a reading vlog or something for it.
Oh, absolutely not. Yes, I filmed a reading vlog, obviously. I already have the video title. It was Katie is reading bullied me into reading these books. No, I'm kidding.
I win!
Yeah, I didn't actually care for the romance aspect of it. I really liked the politics. It was good. You were right. So. Yeah.
I thought you would enjoy it.
And I hate you for that. I hate you for that. I really do.
You're just mad that I'm right.
I am. Like, when I read the first book, I was like, shit. Shit. Shit.
I win. I knew it. I've been telling her for at least, a month that she would love this series, and guess who was right? I was right. For huge.
Yeah, it's really getting to her head about this, but... Okay, now let me actually talk about the third book. Okay, besties, we're wrapping up this vlog. The Queen of Nothing. I ended up finishing all last night. I stayed up till 1 in the morning. And, sometimes that just happens. I said I wouldn't, and then I stayed up till 1 to finish all 3 of these in one day because I just couldn't wait any longer. So, The Queen of Nothing, I did give 4 stars, and oh my gosh, I wish I gave a better update last night because all these books now in my head are 1. everything in the series just is meshed into one. But I was actually quite satisfied with the ending of The Queen of Nothing. I mean, Cardan sort of grew on me, but still, like, why the fuck does he have a tail? He does not need a tail. Why? Also, I was talking to Lexi last night, and she said to look at fan art of Cardan and Jude. And I'm so glad I did. It's so good. It's so good. So yeah, to recap kind of what went down this vlog, I read all 3 books in one day, so hopefully this vlog was entertaining for you, because it was entertaining for me. I was thoroughly entertained with The Folk of the Air. It's definitely not a book that, or it's not a series I would reread per se, but I did enjoy my time while I was there. It was pretty solid. It wasn't like a new favorite series or anything, but I am glad I picked it up. Now, if you want to go into this book series expecting good romance, don't. Because I think the romance in this book series is literally garbage. Cardan and Jude really have no chemistry. It's really like forced romance for the sake of the plot. But if you're interested in a nice fantasy world with mad politics, it's good. It's so good. Especially the first book. Now, I did give The Cruel Prince 5 stars, like I mentioned earlier in the vlog, which feels like forever ago, good lord. But I wish that the level that The Cruel Prince was on carried throughout The Wicked King and The Queen of Nothing, because I feel like this series really started strong, kind of dipped in the sequel, and then ended sort of mid-ish. But I did 5-star The Cruel Prince, and I think I would reread the first book. So I guess there's that for you. Ugh, I just love it. Also, Cardan's such a dick in this book, and anyone who likes him as a love interest, I'm questioning your sanity. I really am. For The Wicked King, I was mostly bored. I didn't really care about what was going on under the sea and that whole political scheme. And again, the romance was very mid. Like, if you're looking for fantasy romance that's enemies to lovers, there are so many other better books out there. But again, the politics that go down is just so fascinating. I did give The Wicked King 3.5. Yeah, I was just bored. The pacing really slowed down, and I just was waiting for things to happen, and they didn't really start happening until the last third of the book. So to be bored 2/3 of the way through the book, a little questionable, but I still don't regret reading it. The Queen of Nothing really wrapped things up quite nicely, even though it was actually pretty short. It was under 300 pages. Which is I think why I was able to stay up and finish it. Again, all the books are just meshed into one, so I can't really remember like the things that go down in this book compared to the second book, but I do know that I liked the betrayals and the kind of twists and turns. I really liked the beginning of the book when a character was pretending to be another character. That was super fun to read about, but I was shocked at how long it dragged out. Oh my gosh, I think that was happening until I think that lasted like 100 pages, which was insane. So 1/3 of the book was just a character pretending to be another character, but I definitely flew through this book, and I did enjoy the ending. Cardan did grow on me a little bit, but I still can't forgive his actions in the beginning of the series. So that is my thoughts on the Cruel Prince series, the Folk of the Air series. I hope that you enjoyed this reading vlog. And I hope that Katie is proud for bullying me into reading these. And I find it so funny that I literally read these all in one day. I think it's a little ridiculous. I don't typically read like 3 books in one day. Like, I am built different, but I'm not built this different. I don't know how I did this. Literally all day I spent reading, which was so good. I was in such a reading mood this month. And yeah, I was so glad I was able to fly through these right before August ended. If you enjoyed, please do consider subscribing for more bookish content. Let me know other books that you want to bully me into reading. I would love to hear which ones. And like the video if you enjoyed, and I really hope to see you in the next one. Toodles!